Well, one thing I learned, which was I didn't understand scientifically, we understand it now, and we touch on it in the documentary Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind. What these civilizations have are extremely accurate interfaces with consciousness and directed thought that pick up the thought as clearly as you and I are talking on this electromagnetic signal. That they're trying to posit this as a national security threat because the ETs have been seen doing surveillance over our nuclear facilities and what have you. But that's not because they're a threat. If they wanted to take us out, it'd been done in 1945. I mean, there is on set. So yeah, I love cars, by the way. But so I'm such a boy that way. But I like girls that like it too. So we have 100 years of lost social progress, anti-poverty. The environment is being very strained because of this. We have 200,000 pages of documents and blueprints and models, 3D models of man-made UFOs that have come out of the Lockheed Skunk Works, my uncle's company, Northrop Grumman, Boeing, nobody's ever helped us. We just put the information out. It's just a labor of love. But she'll get these emails from people. And there was this truck driver in Croatia.
Whoever is in control at the tippy top is the place to go, because clearly it's not happening at the level we're at.
There's a committee. I know a number of the members of it. Called it's had various names over the years. Back in the 40s, 50s, it was called MJ12, Majority 12, a group of men that were in charge of this issue. It's one of the names. At least in the 90s, I have a document that was given to me that's classified that I published. There's a book called Unacknowledged that has this document in it, called Magic, M-A-J-I-C. It's yeah, I sort of grew up in the South and in a way that was rough and tumble. And I said, you're not afraid of you. I deal with people come into the ER with automatic weapons in my face. You think I'm afraid of you? Were you there for the eye? Were you there for the eye? Were you there for the eye? We have got to bring these new technologies out. That's a long-term goal of mine, is to put together enough people who begin to understand this, so we start an open source. But you've got to have a lab build these things up. But, we have it. But you're talking now, not crowdfunding. I think we crowdfunded $900,000. Didn't apply. Didn't apply. Didn't apply. And so we used up all that money, but I don't have enough ability to get tens of millions of dollars put together.
Okay.
100%, they're not hostile. 100% they're peaceful. 100% they're way more advanced than we are socially and in every other way. Secretness. 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 So people have to understand how information and disinformation is embedded with a strategic objective. I really need to do an entire course on counterintelligence and disinformation. No shame or goodness. No shame or goodness. No shame or goodness. And I was run over. I was hit by a car bicycling to school by a bunch of racists who were screaming N-word lover at me and all this. I was very hated for having an African American girlfriend who was wonderful. And since then, of course, eventually this overtook my medical career. I'm retired from medicine now, but stay current. I just turned 66, so it's divine. It's divine. It's divine. And they're very different in how they look. I mean, you've seen the ET ones that are very seamless, come in and out of other dimensions. They're very almost magical. In some way, Rafe. In some way, Rafe. In some way, Rafe.
I've heard that the G-forces would liquefy human beings if they were inside.
Yes, and some of those are extraterrestrial, but we also have that technology. And so this is really beautiful. It's called epigenetics. And what's called epigenetics are not the main genes that are, that we think of, but they actually are
Wow.
Like the top of the human scale that we is 200.
Yes. Wow.
So I tell people we're dealing with amazing beings and amazing civilizations. And then we hear the prophet. Then we hear the prophet.